to give yourself some time. You can't expect that within 1 year I'm going to get a job. No matter whatever it is, a government sector, private sector, you have to work upon yourself. You have to build confidence, knowledge, and then only you can clear all the exams and all the interviews.
That I want to go for government sector only because you know how people are these days and what value they give to the person who is a government employee and the kind of respect they get in society and in family. So if you have knowledge, adequate knowledge, you even private sector is good as government sector because you have plenty of opportunities. Then if I have a deep knowledge of my subject and I'm good at my subject, so obviously there are so many schools who will go after me. My vocabulary is also increasing this way. And yes, when I teach them in class, I have to read the lesson aloud. So my reading is also improving. I know intonation, modulation. Yes, I'm getting better at that due to that vocabularies also. And yeah, I have to teach them certain, being an English teacher, I have to teach them the topics of grammar. So obviously, I am getting improved at grammar also.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm absolutely fine. Thank you for asking. How about you?
Yes, I'm also doing pretty well. Thank you so much for asking. So, how was your day?
Yeah, the day has just started. I just finished my household chores and that's all. But today it might be a very heavy day. You can say. Actually, my brother is going to Canada for his higher studies for 5 years. So today he has his flight, yeah. So that's why we are a little bit sentimental too.
It's a good news as well as it's a bad news also.
Yeah.
Uh, Elder brother or younger brother?
Younger.
So, as it is our first meeting, so can you please introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Jyoti Yadav and I'm from Gurugram district of Haryana. And by profession, I am a teacher at a private school. A YouTuber as well. Yeah.
So, do you teach English?
Actually, I'm not an English teacher. I'm a science teacher.
Oh, wow. Great.
Yeah, but recently I have joined as an English teacher because there was requirement of an English teacher. I thought I got an opportunity, so I should go for that. So yeah, right now I'm teaching English.
So, are you in the same school or you have changed your school also?
No, actually I took a gap for some years and now just before 10 days only I've started teaching.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sounds good. So, shall I introduce myself?
Sure.
My name is Jaya Ghosh. I hail from Kolkata, West Bengal, and I'm a working professional. Besides, I have a YouTube channel where I basically upload all my Englishyaari conversation videos and also the videos with co-learners. If I talk about my hobbies, I think nowadays I like to connect to different people because I have always been an introvert and very shy. But now I think, I'm really enjoying the whole process, and it's actually beneficial for both the both the people, because we are on the same boat. We are all trying to improve our communication skills. So it's really nice to have to have connecting with all different types of co-learners, because we can learn a lot of things from others. We can get motivated also. Apart from that, I actually used to be an avid reader. I used to read a lot of books, but now, because I have limited time, I do not read much. So yeah, that's all about me.
Nice. So in which field do you work? Means what is the job you're doing right now?
It's a banking sector,
In banking sector, private or government?
no government.
Okay, nice. So basically you can say that you have cleared the banking exam.
Yes. Yes.
Amazing. And Means how much time you did the preparation? Because I have heard from many banking aspirants that it is a very long process and there's a cutthroat competition. So I want to know something related to that.
Yes, sir. So I have prepared for 2 years. I have given myself 2 years, and so yeah, at the end of the second year, I got the job. So
Okay.
yeah, actually, see, for anything, you have to give yourself some time. You can't expect that within 1 year I'm going to get a job. No matter
Right.
whatever is a government sector, private sector, you have to work upon yourself. You have to build confidence, knowledge, and then only you can clear all the exams and all the interviews. So I also did that, and
Nice. So tell me, but what did you feel? Means express your feelings when the result came and you got selected.
actually, during those 2 years, I was appearing for different kinds of exams, and so it was throughout those years. Actually, it was mixed feeling. In some exams, I got through. Some I didn't get through. So, but I didn't lose my hope. I don't know why, because I'm not at all like this kind of a person who thinks that no, I'm going to get this job. But I don't know what happened to me. I think there is a voice inside me that keeps on telling me that no, you will definitely get a job. You will definitely going to clear it, no matter what happens. Just keep trying. And we have three, four friends who at that time were giving the same kinds of exams. And
Mhm.
some of my friends, they quit
Okay.
because they got so restless and they thought that no, they are not going to make it, and they quit. But two of us, we actually we gave all those exams, and both of us, got through.
Nice, nice. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. And I was asking that when you came to know that you have got selected, so what were your feelings and how proud your parents were at the time?
Yes, so that was your question. I completely forgot that. So I was really happy. And if I talk about my father, then he was really anxious. It's not a piece of cake, as
Yes.
you say. Like you give exam and you get through it. It's not like that, because there are lakhs and crores of people appearing for the same kind of job, and the seats are also limited. So it's like it's difficult. If you are only preparing for a government job, it's really difficult. You need to have something along with side, as we say, side hustle, doing something, and maybe at the same time you're preparing for the government exam. And if you get through the exam, then it's okay. If you do not get through the exam, then also it's okay, because you're already doing something and you're earning. But in my case, I was only preparing for it, and my father was really anxious, and he told me that, see, whatever you're doing, just think before doing that, because you have given yourself like 1.5 years, and nothing has happened yet. So, you can join any college or maybe any school for teaching job. But I didn't appear for any teaching job, so because I did not want to become a teacher. And I told my father that no, don't worry, I'm going to get this time. I'm going to get it for sure. But I also, I was also very nervous, because I was thinking that what will happen if this is my last chance? What will happen if I do not get the job? Then I have to go back to maybe teaching or maybe any private sector job, which was not my intention or my desire. But then, yeah, when the results came out, actually, I was with my mother, and I saw that online, and I was also crying. She was also crying. So and my father was outside. I called him, and he was also very happy. And he said, he was actually doing some important work. So after finishing his work, he went straight to a temple, which is quite near to our house. And the temple, we actually, for everything, we go to that temple and we worship the god. So he went straight away to the temple and he gave the puja.
It is one of the best feelings.
Yes, absolutely. Say something about what you want to do. What is your goal?
Yes, I always wanted to become a teacher only, but in a government sector. Earlier, it was like that I want to go for government sector only because you know how people are these days and what value they give to the person who is a government employee and the kind of respect they get in society and in family. So due to that reason, me and my parents wanted to go for government sector. But yeah, I'm trying for that, but up side by side working in a private school also, just because when we work, obviously when I am teaching at any school, I'm giving my best to my students. I am teaching them side by side. I'm learning because if I have to teach them something, obviously I have to be prepared for that. I have to prepare that lecture in advance. So this is how I also learn and I will make them learn. So that is how I am working. But yeah, my aim was to become a teacher only, either in private sector or in government, and I'm happy right now.
Yes, yes, of course. Actually, I think we somehow we understood while studying that what we want to become when we grow older, and
Yes.
I don't think I was sure about this sector I am in right now, because I have always wanted to become a corporate sector employee, private sector, and because I used to be fascinated by them because they are so smart and they can speak fluently in English. They dress really well, and it looks really nice, a nice kind of a vibe coming from them. So I have always wanted to be one of them, but as life would have it, I just end in government sector. Yeah.
So you are lucky enough, and not lucky even, you have put efforts also for that. So I can say it is
Yes.
the combination of both your efforts and the luck and blessings of God. Because I have tried many times, and sometimes it's like that I could not make because of 1 marks, 1.5 marks, and sometimes even I cleared the exam with flying colors and got even in the merit list. Still, there are some things that sometimes in document verification, sometimes in interview, or sometimes I cleared everything, every level of the examination, and then the government changed the rule that B.Ed students are not eligible, and that's why I got out. So it is also luck, your luck as well as your efforts, which matters.
Yes, I think educational sector I think has been going really up and down all the time. It's not stable at all. It is
Yes.
really it is vibrating all the time, and I'm really if I talk about my state, I belong to West Bengal. Here I think the SSC exam, so the last SSC exam that actually happened is maybe 4 or 5 years earlier, 4 or 5 years back, and till now there is no notification and nothing is happening. So actually, the students who aspire to become a teacher, so it's really difficult for them to carry out their further education, higher education, PhD and all. So yeah, I think it should there should be a balance in this educational sector.
Yes, every year when the vacancy comes, government introduces new rules that for becoming a science teacher. Earlier, it was that if you have studied physics, chemistry, maths, biology, means any of two subjects from these four, for 2 years, you are eligible for becoming a science teacher. But now, when the vacancy of KVS came, what they did is that bio should be compulsory for becoming a science teacher. So, and I was a PCM, physics, chemistry, maths friend, so that's why I got out.
Should be a rule and regulation. Not changing
Ye-
it every year. It's
Yes,
not
yes.
possible.
Due to Corona, vacancy did not come for 4 years in Kendra Vidyalaya Sangathan, and I was preparing for science teacher. I thought whenever the vacancy will come, I should keep myself prepared so that I can clear the exam with flying colors. And I put my efforts, and I did a lot of hard work because I wanted to clear it in the very first attempt. But when the vacancy came, when the form started filling, I got to know that they have introduced a new rule that for becoming science teacher, you should be a student of physics, chemistry, bio. Bio should be compulsory. Okay, then I got out of because of this eligibility criteria, and I was not eligible to fill the form for the exam for which I have been preparing for 2 to 3 years.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Wow.
I don't know why they're doing such things. And here in West Bengal, all the students who have given the SSC exams and who aspire to become teachers, they actually, what do you call it? So they raise their voice and they protest against the government sometimes. But there is nothing that is happening for the good, because what they do is all the ministers, they hire police to stop the protest. So it's not happening here. Nothing.
Here, here also in Haryana, this time vacancy came after 12 years in teaching sector. After 12 years. So the students who have cleared their state TET exams, at state exam, their certificate got expired because it was valid only for 7 years, and the vacancy came after 12 years. So think what is the condition. So that's why now I am not I means not dying for government job, because I know it's not only about me. It's not only my efforts which is going to give me a government job. There's government also, and my luck also. So I could not be relying on this job for a long time, sitting home and doing just the preparation. That's why I have joined the school.
And I think there are many private sector schools which, if you can join, then they will pay you also very nicely. And
Yes, yes.
if you give yourself some time, if you stick to that particular school, I think you can also get promoted, and you can be one of the management bodies. So I
Yes,
think
yes.
it's beneficial for you, because
Yes.
sector, it's more like a tag, the government sector, but it's all about how well you are getting paid. And if you're getting paid very nicely, then it doesn't matter whether it is a government school or a private school. So
Yes,
yeah.
of course. In the private sector, we can earn much more than the money being provided in government sector, because a government teacher is not allowed to give tuitions. But being a private teacher, I'm giving tuitions also, so I am earning from there also and from my school as well. So I am earning better, but it's not only about money. People don't see private teachers respectfully. It's also that the society, they have given a tag of government and private. Whenever someone asks, what do you do? And I say that I am a teacher. For the very first question they ask is, private teacher or government teacher?
Yeah, because they don't know all these things, and maybe they are older generation. They have this thing in them that no, you should be a government employee no matter what you're doing. But actually, I don't know about educational sector, but in other sector, it's beneficial to get a government job, because then actually you have some kind of a job security.
Right.
That is the main purpose behind it. And other than that, I think there is no problem in private sector, because most of my friends are in IT fields and they are doing really fine. Though we sometimes we hear the news that this company sacks this much employees and this company sacks this much employees, but this many employees. But my friends are still doing the job. I don't know what is happening with them inside the office, but they are getting paid. And uh, so this job security, I think, is the main benefit of a government sector job.
But what I think, if you have knowledge, adequate knowledge, you even private sector is good as government sector, because you have plenty of opportunities. Then if I have a deep knowledge of my subject and I'm good at my subject, so obviously there are so many schools who will go after me. They will give me a good amount of handsome amount of salary. There are so many coaching centers which will provide me good amount. So obviously it is your knowledge that gives you money, that gives you respect.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think we should not think about others, what others will say about us. We should do our own work, and yeah. And so yes, I want to ask you one thing that I think you have really good knowledge of English, and also the kind of words vocabulary that you're using is really nice. So can you suggest me different ways how I can also improve my sentence structure, and I can also use those kind of vocabularies, incorporate those kind of vocabularies while conversing?
Mhm. First of all, I did not find anything wrong in your sentence structures. You are framing very good sentences without any kind of grammatical errors. So yeah, you not need not to work on your sentence structure. And yeah, you are also using good vocabularies, because what I feel is it's not, if you use very advanced vocab, the other person is not going to understand you. So obviously, and if they will not understand what you are saying, they will lose interest in having conversation with you, right? So I don't feel that if you want to become an English tutor, English trainer, so in that case you need to have a very good knowledge of advanced vocabularies just to show your knowledge. And that's because you are a tutor, obviously you need a very deep and great knowledge of your subject. But if you are not interested in that, you just want to speak English fluently, confidently, you want to express your thoughts, ideas very nicely, so for that you don't have to use very big vocabularies, very advanced words. Use very common basic word which the other person can easily understand. Yeah.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And so, what are the things that you do on a daily basis to improve your overall English speaking skills?
Actually, being honest, I do not do anything. Actually, earlier when I started my channel, 1 to 1.5 months back, at that time I was not working in any school. So at that time I was making 2 to 3, 4 to 5 conversation in a day for some time. But now it's 10 days back I've started working in a school. So now I don't get time, because I go to school, I come at 2:30 p.m. and then from 3 to 6 p.m. I give tuitions. So obviously, and I have to prepare my lecture also, that what I have to teach tomorrow. So I don't get time to do anything. So neither I'm speaking these days nor doing anything else.
But as you are a teacher, so you are speaking this language every day, and because you are also preparing your lesson at night, or maybe when you are free, so you are also doing your reading practice. So I think you, with your job, I think you're doing something that you really like to do, and I
Yes.
think not many people get this opportunity to do what they really want to do in life. So as you are a teacher, you have recently started teaching English. So, do you face any difficulties like what we have studied in school and what you are now teaching your students? So, is there any shift in the kind of literature or the kind of vocabularies that are introduced nowadays to the students?
Actually, as I am not an English teacher, but right now I'm teaching English, so obviously I am facing difficulties in literature, because I myself studied these lessons of 11th, 12th, 9th, 10th class, means literature, when I was in my school. So it has been a very long time. I'm not in touch with the literature. Yeah, I was constantly in touch with grammar, because I was also preparing for government job. But for literature, I was not in touch. So obviously I have to prepare my lectures daily, that I have to look that which chapter I have to teach tomorrow, and I have to learn all the new vocabularies that are in that chapter, because Your children can ask you anything, and obviously, being a teacher, you have to give them the question answer of their questions. So for that, day on daily basis, due to which I am doing reading now, or I am not at all interested in doing reading, and I never did reading in my entire life. But just because of my job purpose, now I have to read, I have to learn vocabularies, right? So yes, this is what I am doing, just to make them understand. And yeah, my vocabulary is also increasing this way. And yes, when I teach them in class, I have to read the lesson aloud, so my reading is also improving. I know intonation, modulation, yes, I'm getting better at that due to that vocabularies also. And yeah, I have to teach them certain, being an English teacher, I have to teach them the topics of grammar. So obviously I am getting improved at grammar also. So yeah, and that is the reason why I joined, because I thought that I am getting an opportunity to improve my English also. So that's why I joined this.
Yes. So as you have good knowledge of science subjects, now you are also enhancing your skill in English. It's really
Yeah.
nice. So you're
Yeah.
becoming, a knowledgeable person. You have knowledge of different subjects, which will really definitely going to help you in your future endeavors. Uh,
Yes.
so yes, I think the time is up.
Yeah.
So it was a really nice conversation with you. I got to learn a lot more things from you, and all the best. May you get a job in government sector. If not, may you get a good job in a private sector, which will satisfy all your needs.
Thank you so much. Yes, it was a pleasure talking to you too. So hope to see you again very soon for my channel. Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye.